Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers podcast. Hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. Episode 276. I did that out of order for no particular reason, but welcome to the show. Um, been a slow week for me. How about you guys?
Um,
Yeah, I think that's a
expensive.
fair statement.
Expensive, like something you're gonna show me, or
Something to show. We just not been home like enough in the evening to be able to make dinner before going and doing stuff.
I
So
see.
it's just been lots of eating out, lots of doing stuff. Um, our apartment complex is doing a mandatory
Management
management
inspection.
inspection. Yeah.
I love
So
those. I always loved
aren't they
those.
great? Yeah, this is our fourth lease with them, and they're like, "Oh, we have to do this. You haven't done it any other year. What the hell do you mean you have to do this?"
That
Um,
is that is weird, but yeah, I don't know. At my apartment, we did it like I think technically they said they were gonna do it every quarter, but they never did that. It was like maybe once a year, maybe twice a year.
yeah,
What
they've
happens during it?
never done it.
Uh, they don't. I mean, they literally just walk in to make sure you're not like literally ruining their property. Like they don't dig through your stuff or snoop
Well, they
around
can't.
or
Yeah,
anything. But they're like, okay, he's not mainly like. There's no animals in here that we didn't say could be in here. They're not
no
like
extra
there's not a
tenants.
bunch of holes in the wall. There's nothing that like
Well,
has been lit on fire that is clearly damaged. Yeah, like big stuff, like things that you would walk
Yeah,
in and be like, "Oh, something a disaster happened here."
something happened. Yeah, something happened, or there's a whole extra person in here, clearly living in here, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, the that's part of what we spend money on. Trying to buy some cleaning supplies because yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like go all out like I would for someone staying here, but I'm like, we have to at least organize the chaos a little bit,
Yeah, my
clean it up.
the apartment owner is coming by tomorrow. I guess should at least be a little bit neater in here than it is right now.
Yeah. Um,
I feel that.
yeah, we bought a bunch of air scent things, so that has been helping, I think. Just trying just throw off my weekend because it's like I don't want it to clean if I'm not planning on cleaning, especially like since we're about to go home. I'm like, yeah, I would like to come home to a nice clean apartment, but also like it's not being forced to do it is not my ideal weekend, you know?
Yeah, it sucks having to do it, but uh, if you do it, you will be happy when you come back because there ain't no. I know personally, there's no way in hell I'm cleaning after a trip, like immediately after a
Oh,
trip. So
true,
I try to
true,
make
true, true.
myself do a bunch like right before.
Yeah,
that's fair.
and it's a good kick start, but it's not how I wanted to have to, you know.
Yeah, I
Especially
understand.
we also had to go over to Universal yesterday and cancel Alex's auto renewal. Um, so we don't actually know how his pass was on auto renew because it's he had the annual,
Yeah,
but it was auto renew for some reason, and it literally told us that we couldn't put in the stop order online because it's just like can't do it. You got to call, and we're like,
meet more. Come to office.
come to office. Yep. We're like, well, I'm not calling. They're not even gonna follow, because everyone that said it online was like, yeah, I ended up having to contact the Facebook, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna drive to the park, and we'll make a day out of it or an evening out of it. I'm
Like
not
what?
I'm not
Yeah.
wasting my time on the phone to when I can just get over to the park and deal with it there, and then they have to deal with me because I'll block the line for because services. So yeah, it's been lost the weekend.
Did you guys watch the World Cup final?
No, but we sure
No.
saw it at
We're
Universal and all these people watching
we're
it
just
there on one
walking
of
in the
the
path.
yeah.
It was on one of the City Walk billboards, or multiple, I should say.
Mm.
But like it was on the one near the one Coke fountain.
It was very satisfying for Spain to win. Um, I'm a I'm a certified hater, so I was preying on Argentina's downfall for like really no reason. I have nothing against their team. I know nothing about soccer, so it's honestly kind of wrong for someone like me to try to have an opinion about it. But
You're
I
just like, I gotta hate on the I gotta hate on the
everybody likes
uh,
Argentina, so I'm gonna go for Spain.
hater mode active. Understandable.
And then it was gonna be so sick yesterday after the World Cup. There was an IndyCar race, so I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be couch surfing for like 6 hours tomorrow, watching stuff.
Nice.
And immediately, well, so the game goes into extra time, and that takes a while. And then
Where's it
by
is?
the time it's time to switch over, oh, it's actually raining in Nashville where the race was. Like, oh, sick. I'm so
Cool.
glad we didn't go. We were thinking about going. Tickets were
Mhm.
crazy expensive, for
And
what compared to what we thought. So we were like, we'll just watch from home because we're trying to save for our trip. And
yeah.
it was such a good thing we did because it rained, it stopped. They got like the dryer trucks out there. They were drying the track off so they could start racing. And then out of nowhere, it started pouring again. Like after they had almost completely dried the track off, it rained like probably over another inch, I think. Um,
Uh,
so they had to postpone it until today, which sucks because it was going to be like a night race with the first delay and everything, and all the viewership would be good for IndyCar because it's right after World Cup. But no, now it's 2 p.m. on a Monday.
great.
Still
Middle of
watched,
the
but
workday. Well, obviously,
yeah, I
but
had to work. So
middle of
like, all right, let's get into it. UK retailer giant Game, which is like basically GameStop here, right?
the yes, yes,
Collapsed
correct.
into administration owing £16 million.
Excuse me.
Let's see what we got. Um, the firm that once had 300 stores across the UK and also reveals creditors face losing $12 million. So they
Also,
just haven't been talking about it.
just for reference, 16 million pounds is 21.48 million US dollars.
That's a lot of money.
Okay, so this wording was confusing. So it says they're collapsing into administration. Uh, so what administration means in the UK is that they've entered a legal process under the Insolvency Act of 1986 with the aim of achieving one of the statutory objectives.
Me too.
To rest, basically, it's kind of like bankruptcy protection, where like you're not dead yet, but you're kind of close and you're worried about it.
You're
This
in
is kind of
zombie mode.
what. Let's see. The administration puts in place a statutory moratorium that gives the company a breathing space from creditor enforcement actions. Basically, they don't have to pay their debt for a little bit longer, while financial restructuring plans are prepared to rescue the company where possible.
Always bailing out the big guy.
So, yeah, this seems like basically the UK version of bankruptcy protection. Not bankruptcy, but you're really close.
You probably should be. Which, I mean, they're the UK version of GameStop. That actually makes sense.
Yeah. Game doesn't have the mass army of people that will just willingly buy junk for no reason.
To be fair, I feel like GameStop's also hitting that point. Just because
Yeah,
there's not there's not really a reason to go into GameStop anymore because they ain't ever got anything except Funkos on 3/4 of the store.
Yeah, GameStop situation is a different kind of horrible. I don't think I put any better.
Facts.
From Jason Schreier, quote, there are a lot of people out there in the studio or in studio leadership within Xbox who absolutely detest Game Pass. Join the club? Question mark.
Welcome.
Yeah, you guys want to be on the show?
Y'all got some free time?
Oh, here, Xbox, you definitely have free time.
There are a lot of people who out there in studio leadership within Xbox who absolutely detest Game Pass and think it has destroyed the value of their games. They think it has taken away the value from all games in general just as a service and has been a detriment to the games industry in those people's views because of how it devalues games.
It's crazy. I agree. It's crazy
Windows
that I agree.
Central's Jez Corden, who we've reported on a few times. I don't know. Should we call this reporting? Probably not. We've talked about Jez Corden rumors before. He spoke to an apparent former Xbox studio lead who echoed similar sentiments, suggesting that adding games into the service on day one, quote, sends a message to consumers that the games don't have inherent market value. Well, in some cases, that's probably true.
Yeah, that makes sense. Feels bad though,
Yeah.
but they've done it to themselves. So, because they went, but what if we force the subscription? Wouldn't that be really funny?
And yeah, like with my buddy that's got Game Pass to play Forza is like coming up like, okay, we've almost hit the point of spending the same amount of money as we would have spent on the game. But you don't own the game.
But then the next month I've spent
More
more
than
money than
Well, he hasn't quite
than
spent
the
it yet. He's
collectors.
he's on 2 months. He needs one more month and then it
Right,
will
but like
be
that
$70.
1 month though on Xbox Game Pass, doesn't that also push them up closer to the collector's edition price or the deluxe edition of?
It's only $23 a month. Remember they slashed it when that new CEO lady came in.
Right,
yeah.
heard.
But good question. And to answer it, yes, 2 more months on top of that would then be the premium, or not the premium, but the deluxe edition. I don't know, whichever one's the most expensive one that comes with all the stuff. The one that I
Like
got.
at this point, he should cut his loss and just get the full version.
Yeah, and honestly, like the only reason we were talking about it, and I told him he should just go ahead and get the 121 because Forza's like one of the few games he plays, and the premium edition comes with the DLC packs that are like they plan to release. Like it's basically the season pass included with it, so you get all this stuff that comes out. I literally got a new pack of Italian cars like last week for free, just out of nowhere.
Free.
Yeah, yeah, for free.
Prepaid.
Pre-purchased.
Right.
Pre-order.
And honestly, when we were talking about it, I forgot about all that at first. I had to like look and be like, oh yeah, you do get multiple map expansions.
But if it's primarily what he's playing, it makes sense to buy that.
Yeah, I told him he should get that one. You do actually get free things too. It's just like wheel spins. Like you get a bunch of extra wheel spins that people who play the base game don't have. They just send you one like randomly. There seems to be no rhyme or reason to it. They're just like, here, have this. I guess maybe it's bait to try to get me to buy a pack of them. I think I can buy a pack of wheel spins.
Interesting.
You're crazy if you do that.
Sure.
Anyway. Yeah, so Jason, Jez, if you guys want to be on the show and talk about how much we detest Game Pass, then that'd be great.
We're always open to just testing the Game Pass.
Spider-Man, the Brand New Day director, says Insomniac Spider-Man games were a great inspiration for things. I hope so. Those games were really good. You know, this is a random story. I'm pretty sure I not Pavloved, I Mandela affected myself into thinking I had the guide for Pokemon Emerald. I do not.
Interesting.
Just cut the details. But at one point, I was looking through this Discord, searching for it, like a photo I might have posted of buying it.
Yeah.
And I did not find that, but I did read a random message from myself from like when Spider-Man, like when I got my PS5, I think, and I finally played Spider-Man for the first time, and I was like, oh my god, this game is incredible. I forgot how much I really liked those Spider-Man games.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
They were very good games.
I love the first one, and the second one has better combat. I just wanted a better story. There's parts of it where it feels like Sony was like, "You have to get this out. We've put 300 million already in this."
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And that's why, boys and girls, you don't rebuild New York when you've already built a pretty good New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when the first game was like so good. Yeah, like, you know, if you remade it and because it was bad, sure, but like Spider-Man 1 was a hit. Huge hit.
True.
So do you think we're going to see some stuff from these games maybe in new movies?
I think at least like kind of like the attacks you can do in the game, we'll see in the newest movie that's coming out next week.
Brand New Day comes out next week?
Yeah.
I'm so out of touch with movies.
Yeah, you don't really sit still for 'em, right?
Yeah. Also, I just like I don't go see new movies.
It's
Cuz
expensive.
why do I need to concern myself about what movies are coming out when all of like literally everybody I know but me loves movies and talks about them all the time? I get everything I need to know between you guys and my coworkers and really like literally anybody I talk to. It doesn't matter who. I'm going to get asked about, "Did you see this?" Oh, well you
Did you
should
see
cuz
this?
it's good.
This happens.
Yeah, I get all the recommendation I get from or I need from everybody. The new Wolverine trailer now has 10,000 plus comments asking about PlayStation discs, or just
Oh,
about PlayStation discs in general. Yeah, it
they
really is a
really
bummer.
screwed up. Dude, I saw the screenshot. It was this indie dev team that was on they'd managed to get their game on PlayStation, and they were being asked or like bombarded with, "Hey, why aren't you doing a disc?" Because it's a two-man indie dev team that needs the digital game to do well to be able to afford a disc. Like Sony has hurt their devs.
Oh, they're restricting the comments too. Apparently, Sony's started restricting comments.
That
You're
makes
there.
sense.
Let's see. Read some examples. Can't wait to feel the physical copy in my hands. I'm excited to own a physical copy of this. Nothing beats the joy of opening the wrap, reading the back, and knowing you own the game. That's a trick one there, bud. You don't actually own it, even though you bought it. Read your terms and conditions, fellas.
True.
Can't wait to play Wolverine's physical disc on my PS5. No disc, no money.
Correct.
Wolverine out here fighting for his last piece of physical media. Wolverine holding on to the last physical game ever made. Thanks, Sony, for giving me a second substantially justifiable reason not to buy this game. No disc, no buy. Definitely not buying digital PS6 or PS5 games. No disc, no buy. No disc, no buy. It would turn out that play does indeed have limits. That's a good one.
I like that one.
But yeah, so I got this screenshot from Kotaku article, and this next paragraph sums up greatly what I can't stop thinking about with this whole situation. So far, at least, Sony seems perfectly happy to soak in the bad vibes and wait for the controversy to play itself out. Quote, Sony has over 120 million active PlayStation users. The Japanese game industry consultant Dr. Serkan Toto told IGN. Quote, around 50 million people subscribe to PlayStation Plus. As a thought experiment, let's say 500,000 cancel in protest. That would just be 1% of that business gone. Of course, not enough for Sony to start rethinking. Digital is just too lucrative. End quote. That's all I think about with all of this. Is like everyone's protesting, but
Don't matter.
let's see. FBI arrests 21-year-old accused of infecting 8,000 PCs with malware through fake Steam games. Oh boy. I wonder what was the malware.
I'm more interested in how they got through.
Steam doesn't check. Or they check the initial one, not the updates.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they've gotten in trouble for not checking
Victims
updates
lost
way
over
before.
220,000 in crypto.
Oof.
I mean, Steam's thing is you got to pay them $100, and you can put your game on their store.
You have to wait. Say that again.
I think it's like $100 you pay Steam, and you can put the game on their store.
Oh,
From
okay. It's like a cover charge.
yeah.
Let's see. Wilkins and others, quote, gain unauthorized access to approximately 80 cryptocurrency wallets and stole cryptocurrencies worth at least 220,000 from May 2024 to this February by launching 8 games embedded with malware and infecting the devices of 8,000 people.
Great.
Apparently this conspirators targeted specific victims using bots to identify individuals with large cryptocurrency holdings and send them targeted messages, encouraging them to download the games. After the victims downloaded the games, the conspirators used the malware to access and steal private user data and credentials.
Fantastic.
If you've got a large amount of money in a crypto wallet, this is just my advice, and I'm just a guy, take it or leave it. But if you've got a large amount of money in a crypto wallet
Don't have that
and you get
anywhere
really
can...
aggressive emails about playing specific video games, maybe you should question it just a little.
Yeah, right.
But also, again, if this
maybe...
was through Steam, I can't blame them really for like. I wish I knew what the games were.
Yeah, right.
Well, I hate that this is my answer, but I think my answer is if you're getting emails not directly from Steam, maybe ignore it.
Sure.
GameStop CEO says games are irrelevant to the company. Speaking of
Yep, saw that.
going into administration or whatever.
Games are irrelevant to our company. It's only the first word of our name.
Everyone thinks it's about the games, but really it's about the Funko Pops. You people just don't understand. Also, this is the guy that's trying to like spoof the company into becoming a certain value so he gets like a $45 million payout or something. Didn't we talk about this? That's the same guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, same guy.
Yeah, so that's accrediting. It doesn't matter at all, Cohen said. Software in it mattered in the past. Software today makes up less than 12% of the business, and collectibles make up over half the business. So it's totally irrelevant. Well, I mean, God, is GameStop really that bad these days, man? That's just sad. Makes me sad.
I mean, I go when realistically, the only time I go is when we're home because it's too hard to go to the one here. But going the one at home, it's always sad to walk in because you walk in and to your left is Funkos, and then directly in front of you is just a bunch of random collectibles. And that's how it feels at the one here as well.
Yeah, I believe it.
Really obsessed with those collectibles.
Software makes up less than 12% of their business. You know what? I am honestly kind of surprised they aren't already dead with those numbers.
There.
I gotta give them credit. I guess it's kind of walking corpse vibes, but
I mean, it is GameStop.
they're managing to sell them to some extent.
Yeah.
Sorta.
Well, it does feel like a lot of times they do the thingy thing of if we charge full price, but we claim that the full price is on sale. Because I feel like every collectible I've seen in GameStop has an on sale sticker.
Oh yeah, there's
True.
always a sale going. Every company does that. There's always a sale going on. If it's always a sale,
Somehow.
then nothing's a sale. I hate it here.
Correct.
Because you're more likely to buy it because it's on sale.
Yeah, it's just
Supposedly.
total psychology. I literally, funny story. This morning, I gotta go and Wario tweets like a bajillion things a day, so we'll see if I can find it. But I woke up this morning, and I usually will have like 30 silent tweet notifications from him when I wake up from all the stuff that came up in the night.
Yeah.
And sometimes I will scroll through them and just see what it is. And I have not done that much recently because every time I do it, I just get depressed at all the quote unquote sales that are going on.
Well, the problem isn't sales, right? A lot of them sucks. Although the one I sent in the Instagram chat was pretty good, but I think you own all those. The Resident Evil, like 3 or 4 games, like $6 each.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember seeing that earlier. But
Although
like,
I think
oh yeah,
most are old though.
Black Friday in July sale at Best Buy. I read that and I was like, there's not a single thing in there that is like actually a deal. This is just they come up with the new sale every week. So that way they can play the whole game of like on Saturday they'll be like, "Oh, sale ends today. It's never gonna come back again. You gotta buy it right now." And then on Monday they're like, "Oh, it's the
Get
fourth
that
week of
FOMO.
July sale." And no, not the 4th of July, but the 4th week of July sale.
Yeah, get that FOMO.
And it's all the same stuff. But nobody pays
And
attention, so nobody knows.
the real problem is it's never like good prices. Like every once in a while you'll maybe see one item at like a decent price, but like all their random sales throughout the years always I never feel like it's like, man, I have to buy it at that price. That's a great price, right?
Yeah.
I guess a good example of like a recent like good price was the camera y'all both bought from GameStop, Walmart.
I did
Whoever.
not get that, unfortunately. It was gone. I checked the morning after we talked about it. And
Rip.
all the GameStops in my area didn't have it anymore. Like,
Got it, but I had to pay shipping.
Still $10 for the camera, right?
Yeah.
yeah, but even then, like the camera specifically, I'm like, I just don't care. I think you could give this to me for free, and I probably still wouldn't open it.
Yeah, that's fair. It will look nice on my shelf. Random accessories.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I ain't got room. I ain't got room right now to be like, oh, let me just buy some random junk because it's $10, and it's like a cool discussion piece. I ain't got that room right now.
That's true. Your office is full.
Grant's just gonna have a separate room where he displays
he's got
like a library room for
that's
his games.
hey, that's the idea I think of all the time. I'm like, man, that's what I'm gonna need in the future. It's just
I want enough money to
room.
build a bunker in my yard that's underground.
Interesting.
It's always cool because it's like literally put it 10 feet underground. Have an air circulation system and all that. Make it fully furnished. HVAC. Put a bathroom in there.
What do you mean? The bathroom's the gamer chair.
I mean, yeah, but you still we gotta put the gamer chair in there. You gotta put the bathroom in there. Anyway, all right. Well, on to Collector's Corner, the weekly segment where we talk about the games we've been playing, the games we've been buying, good things, bad things, and the like. We're in a heated race past few weeks, so now I feel obligated to pull up the statistics here. I'm still leading by give or take 5 points,
1, 2,
percentage
yeah.
points in first. Alex and I are tied for last. Cameron is 2 percentage points
right behind the leaders. I'm Lightning McQueen, boys.
Oh, dude, does that make me Chick Hicks because I'm green?
No. I thought we already determined Cameron's Chick Hicks.
In our hearts, he's Chick Hicks. In our hearts.
That's crazy.
Or
Okay.
he's Timu Lightning McQueen that we saw yesterday at Universal.
Okay, spin the wheel. Let's see who we got. I'm going first.
First.
Damn. I unironically wanted to go last. Oh well. Hopefully Alex doesn't go last. That's all we need. Cameron can. We've got some space.
I don't
for
need
Cameron.
him. I don't need him catching up though.
I don't need you passing me. Okay. So, first off, speaking of The Office, I have made a couple of changes. As you can see, this shelf now is more amiibo.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And it's kind of covered up from the door, but over there where I used to have a bunch of controllers, I now keep all my handhelds in there. Much less dust is in there because of the glass covers, so it's nice. And also, I just got some lights in today that I'm going to put in there at some point this week, so it's going to be like a proper display case. I'm going to have my first actual display case. I've got the top level is all of like my stock handhelds that I have, and then the middle shelf I'm setting up to be a little more display friendly. It's got my complete in-box ones and all the ones that I've modded. So when I have the lights in and everything, I'll send you guys a pic. But yeah, I've come to the realization that I do not need a ton of controllers for all the current consoles plugged up and ready to go at any one time. I just don't. And when the rare time that I do, it's almost certainly going to be planned, in which just the night before I just plug up a few of them and I'm good to go. So no longer a controller station. I'm gonna have some on the top still, and I've got one of each kind at my desk for using here. So that's really covered me. So yeah, I did that because I was tired of having amiibo randomly all over the place with no room to put them. And I literally filled up almost the whole shelf with just those random ones. I did not even open the suitcase with my Smash amiibo in it. Those are still all in the suitcase, except for a
Alright.
few that I picked out. Can't remember why, but for some reason I picked out King K. Rool, Wario, King Dedede, and well, my Kirby's custom. I guess that makes sense. But the other one's like, why do I have King K. Rool sitting out of the Smash Amiibo line for some reason? And like none of the others. Him and my custom ones are the only ones I keep out.
You know what? When you said I got all of them out of the random spots, I really thought you'd manage to get everybody up there, but
Not
no,
even
Brent.
close, dude. I need a whole other bookshelf just for the Smash ones. The Smash set is so huge.
True.
This is literally all of my amiibo that aren't the Smash ones. Everyone, I've even got my Animal Crossing ones up there now. Those have been on the floor
Yeah, I
since
can
I
see
moved
them.
in here, so they've got some space to be actually seen.
Honestly,
Not on the floor.
Not on the
I
floor.
know,
Yeah.
I know I'm running out back home, but it is kind of crazy that minus the Metroid, well, okay, it's minus a lot now, but um, the only ones that aren't at home right now, like that I only have one copy of, are the Yarn Yoshis, and Poochie, obviously, Kirby Air Riders, Metroid, the Wonder Amiibo, and the Galaxy Amiibo. But like everything else still fits on that desk. But I'm massively out of space. Like I don't think they would all fit anymore. Um,
Oh,
so
don't worry. We're supposed to switch that out for glass.
we have a
cabinet,
lot to do when we go home. That's why we gotta go home.
glass china cabinet for amiibo.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I cannot wait to see that picture.
Yeah,
China
whenever
cabinet
it
fit
gets,
with amiibo. That's gonna be funny.
mom's tired of that desk looking like that, so she's like, "Here, something nice to display them in." I'm like, okay.
Grant's like, please send photo immediately.
Yeah, I gotta see that. Also, I sent this in the Discord. Now I keep it on my desk. The low punny Pokemon card that I found on my bedroom floor that
Yeah,
now sits on my desk. I asked you, I was like, "Do you want to keep this?" Unfortunately, she said yes. And I was like, "Damn, I want it." She was like, "Oh, you can just keep it in the room." Like, okay, cool. So now that sits on my desk because that's objectively hilarious.
true.
There's only a few Pokemon that fall in that. I can't believe this is what I found on the floor.
Yeah, there's it like literally what a pull. Um, been playing almost exclusively Game Boy Advance, and specifically Pokemon Emerald, not the Sea Glass ROM hack, but I was like, I just beat the first gym in Sea Glass, and then I was like, you know what? I think I stopped in Emerald because I had something I needed to do. Oh yeah, it was called Finish the Game, and more importantly, catch Rayquaza without a Master Ball, so that whenever I feel like it in the future, I can do the duplication glitching and start getting more Master Balls in a technically legal way. Um, so yeah, I beat the 8th gym and saw the thing, and I got a Glalie that I had to train from a snow run, and I also got a Vileplume because I needed something that could do sleep powder, and I also found the way to train an Emerald is to fight the like news crew. You can do them in a circle, like round robin, and they'll battle you every time, and you can use the EXP share because it's a double battle to where basically every time you're getting 2,000 or 2,500 XP and like $8,000. So I did that for a couple hours, and now I have like $500,000 and 2 Pokemon that are trained to what I needed to. So I bought a bunch of Ultra Balls.
Nice.
I'm ready to dive into that. I also got this thingy, which is called a DS Pico. Now I've already had a flash cart for a while called the R4. It's the very, very common card for this kind of thing. But what makes this special is that this is a Raspberry Pi Pico in the shape of a DS cartridge, which means you can do way crazier things than what normal flash carts can do, because now you have like a full microcontroller, a full Raspberry Pi on here.
That's crazy.
So it's kind of a bitch to set up because this is a relatively new thing. It came out like 6 months ago. At first, I thought I was gonna have to like compile my own software for it, but I was able to find some, and it's crazy. Like it gives the you can basically give your DS a 3DS style menu,
Interesting.
and a bunch of new tools and features and stuff. It's got a standard SD card slot on it and stuff. It's not really all that different than a flash cart right now, but it just came out and it's all open source, both hardware and software. I found someone building them for $20, so I bought one. And I was like, I want to be in on this whenever something cool comes out, because there's always cool stuff that people make with open source things like this.
True.
And then it booms in price.
Yes.
And then it boom. Correct. Grant's at the forefront of 20-year-old technology being modified by the regular people.
So I found out. Remember when I was doing 3DS ROM hacks and I found that CTGP7? It was like that Mario Kart 7 ROM hack.
Yeah.
They made one for DS. They made one for several Mario Karts. I didn't realize how big that name was, CTGP. But they made a Mario Kart DS one. It's called CTGP Nitro. And I booted it up for like 5 minutes earlier today because I just downloaded it. But there's literally like so many more tracks. They like doubled the track count. They doubled the character count. And there's like, they literally, I gotta play it. I saw it, but I didn't play it. There's the Animal Crossing course from Mario Kart 8. Someone demade it for this ROM hack.
That's funky.
Yeah, I know. I was scrolling. I was like, wait, Wii U? They have Wii U tracks on this? So yeah, very excited about that. There's also a whole world of Pokemon DS ROM hacks that I'm not even going to get into right now because I've got to get back to Sea Glass because that's really fun. And I also got to, at some point, play the Gen 2 remake demake. So yeah, messing around a lot with that. And played some Forza 6. Got the last cars of the season last season, and then new season started. It's all about Italian cars, which I'm not really all that interested in, but I'm gonna do most of them anyway. I guess that's really about it. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Let's see who's last.
Let's see who's last.
Cameron is last. Alex, you're next.
Rip. I don't want him catching up.
Yeah, that's
right behind the leaders, boys.
Kid's gonna catch up and pass us.
I mean, it's okay. Even if he wins, everyone's upset about it, like in the movie.
Okay. I've played, obviously, the two games I've played the most. Marvel Rivals and Persona 5 Phantom X. And then I've played some Resident Evil, but it's so dark in the basement.
I think that's your TV.
Yeah, I think it is my TV, but I've tried to play with light settings and it has not helped. So
yeah,
it's
that's
very
definitely
dark.
your TV then. Like it's dark, but it's like you're able to see down there.
No.
No, like not on your screen, like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't
It's
remember anything being that hard to see.
Yeah, so that's your screen, dude.
Basement and Resident Evil. I've played a little bit, but not a lot of Raidu. It's a remake. I don't know what I've primarily played. I think this past week, besides the event in Persona 5, I played a good amount of Stardew.
Let's go. I love to hear it. I just need someone to demake Stardew for the GBA real quick.
I don't think Grant would ever be able to go back to anything.
I might
There
never
would be
play
no other
anything
games.
ever again. You know,
Yeah.
like the joke of like, I think I just heard the funniest thing I'm ever gonna hear, and now nothing's funny anymore. If I play that game, I literally might hate. I might have to stop playing video games. Man, like Mario Galaxy used to be really good, but now it's just why would I play this when I can play Stardew Valley GBA? Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
Interjecting.
so some Stardew Valley. Again, I haven't. I don't know when it was added. I've never done it, or maybe I've done it and I forgot. I don't know. I don't think a lot of the events he's added are really that interesting.
No,
The Tuna Festival sucks.
tell
Damn.
me how you really
Like
feel.
I thought the Desert Festival wasn't great, but there's like it's all right. You just feel like you've done it 50,000 times, like we talked about. I don't know. I thought this one was not good. It was cool seeing people outside the valley, I guess, but you only get like one dialogue line with each of them.
Yeah,
Well, you don't get that many dialogue lines with out like during a normal festival, anyways.
my take on them is like, I mean, basically most of the Stardew updates that haven't been like the big meat and potato updates have just been like, oh, those are nice to have, but they never were gonna make you play the game if you didn't already like it. Like it's not like a, groundbreaking stuff. Those like
Yeah.
small little events. It's just like a bunch of flavor text that I think just helps the game look more impressive overall if you didn't know about it in the before times.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Like it makes it feel more like it just adds that community flavor, but they're definitely not like a, oh man, I've got to play this game because this update is so crazy and fun and intense.
No, I played the Tuna Festival and I went, I'm good. I don't have to ever do this again. I can't believe it's 2 days
I can't
every
believe there's
summer.
2 days dedicated to this. I feel that. I remember playing it and be like, cool, I like cute. It's also for me, it's like, man, I really know like everything about this game. So the rare chances that I get to do stuff that I haven't done before in the game, I try to cherish as much as I can, even when it's something like the Desert Festival or the Tuna Festival. It's just like
Or just
really
like, oh,
nothing but
this
like, oh, it's
exists.
something new I haven't done in this game I've been playing for a decade. Thank God. A breath of fresh air for just a minute.
I guess that makes sense.
But I get your point. It is a little I don't know, depending on your expectations, it can be pretty underwhelming. Oh yeah, and we all play the game of the week. Forgot to say that.
We did, yes, we played Game of the Week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Okay.
was looking into a couple Stardew opinions recently. I didn't realize why people thought Abigail is so young is because she's so tight friends with Sebastian and Sam. And Sam has the scene where you're just hanging out in his room, and Jody, and he hides you because Jody comes in
Oh yeah.
and tells her nobody's here, but all y'all were doing was hanging out in his room.
Probably weren't supposed to be there, I guess.
I guess, but it is a weird feeling when we know all the bachelors and bachelorettes are supposed to be adults, at least of
At least
18.
early adults, yeah.
Yeah. To have the Do you have someone here that feels
Like they're children.
Yeah.
young?
But I mean,
Yeah.
like, in this theoretical world, it seems like it's just normal to live with your family. Like, even no matter really what your age is.
Yeah, that's not the problem I have, right? It's the do you have someone over feeling
Yeah,
is kind
it
of
is a little.
weird.
It is a little weird because you'd think it's just like, just tell me. You know,
Yeah, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Jody is a crazy lady mom that we don't know about.
You know what? That's
I mean,
fair.
that none of the
Are
adults
any
are
other
really that
See, this
developed.
are
is where it
any of
gets
the
fun
parents
because now you can make up crazy conspiracies about the characters.
are any of the parents really that great? Robin's pretty good,
Robin.
but her son, or is it because we all just find Robin as a
Hey,
companion?
whoa, whoa.
No, there's so many memes about Robin being hot that.
Yeah, Robin and Caroline aren't romanceable.
But
Yeah, my
I don't know.
cousin wants Caroline so bad.
Mod.
Her son's depressed in his room, so I don't know. There then.
Yeah, I don't know. You could cook up all sorts of things. We all know that what's his face, Robin's husband,
Oh, Demetrius.
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 Yeah, Demetrius.
Yeah.
We all know from his cutscenes that he's not very emotionally
Available.
uh available, more like receptive. Like he's not. He doesn't feel like he's really logical, objective, scientific kind of guy. So when someone comes to him and he's the kind of guy that would be like, "Well, just stop being sad. Just like don't do that."
True.
Insensitive, maybe is the word. I don't know.
Hmm.
All right. Well, anything else?
I think that's kind of everything. It's just like Cameron. Well, Cameron and I have been watching a lot of Milo Murphy, I guess, just because.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's something to watch.
yeah, but I don't know if I've really dug deep into a game this past week. Just like played games though, which is good.
Yeah, I know I didn't until I made myself sit down and remember where I was in Pokemon Emerald and what I was doing. All right, Cameron, finish this out.
All right. So I've been playing Tomodachi Life, obviously. I played a little bit of Mario Kart, a little bit of Kirby Air Riders. I what else is on here? Um, Yoshi. Played for everybody Yoshi. I did um some YouTube work. Render. I rendered 24, 25 videos in succession using the new software since I lost my studio. So that was interesting, but then it failed me on the the Stormwind Adventures content that I was doing for the Magic Band anniversary next week.
Mm.
Because gotta prep that since we're out of town. So that was fun. It wanted to make a 60 gigabyte file. I was like, well, I don't want to do that. So I just changed the setting from MOV to MP4, made a 2 gigabyte file, and it looked like shit. constant screen tearing all over the place. So I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
well,
that's right. We rode the train and the screen tore.
that's true. That's true. That also happened. The train between Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. The room we had, just the entire time the screen was going like, "Ugh." It was awful. Alex got a little bit motion sick because of it.
Nice. Love to see
Well,
that.
because the best way to describe it is 3D glasses when you're or a
But
3D screen when you're not wearing 3D glasses.
no, I don't think that's even fair to that's not fair to the 3D screen. It's like it's like if the projector on the 3D screen is starting to go out, so it's not staying, whatever the guidelines are for where it's supposed to be. So it's like,
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
yeah, not great, not great. So then we did do that. Uh we mostly ended up meandering around Universal. We saw the Mega Movies Parade. Um,
It
it sure
sucks.
was a parade with a bunch
It,
of movies in it.
it's so low energy.
It is so low energy, except for like there are some dudes doing stunts on bikes. They were the only ones that seemed to have any sort of energy. Which, I mean, in fairness, it is peak summer in Florida, but it was so like even the characters on the floats were like, uh, yeah,
If those
it was
sales
not
we were
great.
talking about earlier were a parade, that's what they would be.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Perfect.
it met the qualifications to be called a parade. Um, so purchase stuff wise, I bought Pokemon cards, lots of Pokemon cards.
Is there a little punny in there?
No, I don't think
Don't
so.
care.
Don't care. Crazy. What is in
Yeah.
here?
No Lopunny, no Gardevoir, no Vaporeon.
We did get this shiny Gorgeist though,
Nice.
a foil. Yeah. Um, yeah, they were available at Target while we were walking to get some stuff. So I was like, I never get to buy Pokemon packs and open, new cards. So we're like, let's do it. Let's do it. Um, yeah, it didn't pull anything like amazing, but it's nice to be able to actually open cards and it not be like, oh, all the scalpers got to them first. Actually, losers. Yeah, we didn't get any of the uh, the Gunner Pokemon.
Goonermon.
um, Gunnermon. Let's see. What? Chelsea's looking at me questioningly.
Goonermon.
uh,
What was that one with
I
the
bought
girls that JonTron Moemon?
Moemon.
Ew, there's
Okay.
a whole subreddit for it. Okay, closing that tab.
No.
Continue, please.
Death. So we went by Walmart because I needed to get some oil. So I checked my oil like last week, right? And I was like, there's no oil on the dipstick. So I, did the oil change earlier than I was planning to because I'm like, well, if there's no oil, I need to do it. So I wasted some of the oil I already had from not getting to do Chelsea's car's oil since the stupid oil plug was stuck. And um, there was 5 quarts of oil at least. And like, I don't know why there was any on the dipstick. So I had to, get a whole new oil or 5 quarts of oil. I'm like, well, I'm not opening that. I have oil I need to use. So we had to go, and get more oil. And while we were there, we stopped in the game section and I grabbed this. I don't It's not. Hold on. Not showing up very well. Lights.
Abduction.
Abduction. Yeah.
Is that a duck in that box?
Yeah.
Well, your light
Um,
is pitch
sorry.
black, Cameron.
Hold
He
on.
turned it off.
You're
Yeah.
right.
It's. I need a lamp on that. It's because the screen. Well, okay, that doesn't exactly make it better, but hold on. Hold on.
Oh, there you are. You're back to normal now.
Yeah, it's because my Switch screen went dark. Um. So yeah, it's a
Interesting.
fun little game. I played it with Chelsea. It's also got like a one-player mode where you just try to beat all of the. So basically, you have a you have this board of pawns, right? 10 pawns, 2x5, and your goal is to make formations of the different, uh, with using the 2x5, just make formations based on whatever patterns the cards give, right? You get 3 moves a piece, like per turn, and you try to make it make as many as you can and get as high of a point value as you can before your opponents. It's fun. Has all these little ducks in it. The little dollar bag for 100 or whatever.
This is
Ducks.
starting to smell like something a Jeep owner would be interested in.
Correct.
That little duck just triggered me. I was like, where have I seen those before? Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
On every Jeep I've ever seen.
On every Jeep. Yeah. It's fun though. I it was cheaper to get it at Walmart than it was to buy it through them. So did that.
Well, to be fair, you can. It seems like only buy the expansion through them.
Yeah, most of the smaller companies do, like making sure there's something for them to get all the money for. It's fun. Going back on.
The expansion gives you more pond.
Yeah,
more
and different duck types. The base game, there's only 4 duck colors, and they don't do anything different from each other. One, it's probably not on there yet, but I imagine eventually it would be on Tabletop Simulator.
Tabletop's weird because companies make their own games, but people also
Well, yeah, it's because you can just
Steam
create whatever you want.
community. Yeah.
Yeah, you can make whatever you want. So yeah, that was pretty fun. What else? I've started getting charged for Splatoon Raiders and the amiibo. Those are currently pending charges. So that's this Thursday. I know I'm the only one in the group playing it this time around
Feels
because it's not
weird,
the multiplayer.
but
It does, but it also makes sense because it's just Salmon Run, but like grand scale, full game style.
You're getting it physically though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe I'll steal your physical copy.
I think. Oh, I did not go to the Disney Springs Lorcana release, and that was a really fucking good move.
why? What happened?
So they under anticipated the amount of people that would be going because they changed the rules so you can't get in before 7 a.m. People were lined up down the block uh whenever Disney was just like, we can't keep someone telling them to get out. So they, as soon as Disney stopped, they were just like lined up all the way down Hotel Plaza Boulevard, and people were lining up like next to the Disney Springs sign on the opposite side of the street, and it was just utter chaos. They opened the gates and people just started running, no line. I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't go. You had to get there before the crack of dawn to be able to get anything
A
except
run.
for well, okay, the big the $100 for 6 cards box, the curator's collection, $100 6 cards, great, was the only thing that managed to make it through the day, and that's because the people that actually wanted to play weren't going to spend $100 on 6 cards that were not really designed to be played, or they're out of rotation. But that box was also going for like $500 immediately. It's crazy. I I just I'm like I don't care enough. I don't care enough to commit the time or effort. If I can't go into a store and pick them up, I don't care anymore.
Attaboy.
Like the only reason I don't have that mentality with the amiibo is because I can pre-order them easily. And even then, most of them I can still pick up in store. But cards, I'm not putting in hours of effort to maybe get cards.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
care that
screw that
much.
mess. All right, well, on to download station game of the week, Meccha Chameleon. While it's still hot, we managed to do it. We played
For
Meccha
once.
Chameleon. Um, yeah, I think this game is awesome. I am super happy that it's successful. They were at 15 million copies by the 4th of July.
That's crazy.
They've
But
been going
this is the
nuts.
type of game that if you dropped some like a malware update, you would infect a lot of
You'd infect the
computers.
planet.
Oh, that's Among Us.
True. Um, yeah, I was a sucker for this game from the second I found out about it because I love prop hunt. But prop hunt is prop hunt is prop hunt, and it gets pretty old after a while. So like the fact that they managed to do something that is the exact same vibe and feel as prop hunt without like while at the same time being unique enough to give a reason to play for more than a little bit, like I don't know, I think it's genius. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's it's a unique take on it, right? Because it's not, oh, go find whatever. It's, hey, here is, here's some paint. Paint yourself to match the thing, or don't, which oftentimes works out better. Hide in plain sight, paint yourself the color of this object.
Yeah, it's like not less about how do I make myself look like an object that was supposed to be here, and and more towards what's a good thing to camouflage into. What's the best way to camouflage myself?
I I do think Cooper's was funny with the Minecraft Steve on the bed.
That was good. Yeah.
But yeah, he did not blend in at all, but it was funny.
Also,
It's also
you go ahead.
the price point. It is just that perfect. Oh, this is like, oh, skip the coffee or whatever. I'm done. It's or like I saw with another group, just, oh, it's $7. Who cares, right? Like it is that perfect price point of it's
not up, because like when we played Witcher, right? It like just spiked back up to $20 when we tried to get more people in. I
Yeah.
was like, it's $20 for prop hunt. What are we doing here?
Yeah. Also, the thing with prop hunt is like eventually you can memorize the map,
Mm-hmm.
but camouflage doesn't really work like that. Like the replayability per map level is much longer
Yeah,
because
especially
you can't just like, oh,
well,
well, I know there's only 2 boxes here. I know there's only 3 of those things over there. I know there's nothing in this corner. There was nothing on this table, blah, blah, blah. Like,
did you notice where was it Cooper that hid on the flag like right on the spawn point of
mhm,
Okinawa? Um, yeah, that flag changed like on the next round,
mhm.
which complete oh so and so hid here. It doesn't matter. You're still gonna miss him if they with the colors completely being different anyways, because your brain's going, oh, that's different. That's fine.
Yeah. And also, like, the whole map is usable. In prop hunt, there's only so many places you can be as an item without just trying to find a crevice
Being
to hide in or just being plain
yeah,
out in the open. But that
I
limitation
hell
doesn't really exist in prop hunt.
there was a round I did while I was doing the test run where I hid I don't think we managed to get to it, but the map with the penguins, uh and the balloons and whatnot,
Mhm.
I hid as the little stanchion, like just painted myself gold and had my arms up. Wasn't found until like second to last.
Perfect.
But also, the hard part about games like this is they work way better with friends. I don't know if I could see myself playing this without like a group
But
to interact with. Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause I don't
Um,
even think you could really have sweats in this game, but it's still
You definitely can. Some of the clips I've
y-
seen are crazy.
yeah, I've seen some where they literally will give you like 10 minutes to camouflage yourself or something. And they do
right.
crazy good too.
That's way too much time.
I mean, it's like purposeful. Yeah, I don't think I could play in a
Yeah.
server like that, but um, I also really like that they're pushing out updates pretty frequently for a $6 game. Like they've added a couple new maps already instead. Like they're playing it well to get people to keep buying it, but and it's not all that much. But like for a $6 game to be getting like weekly new maps is pretty cool.
Yeah. Alex, you didn't say much about it.
I don't know. It's fine. It's definitely got the vibe of like it's the popular game that everybody's.
Uh, I think you're looking for the term friend slop.
I am looking for the term for slot. Thank you. Yeah.
I want
Peak
to
and RV there yet, and
I it's definitely
I'm
friend swap, but I feel like there's more effort in this one, minus the character models.
well. I think that idea is like a bit easy, right? Because like I think they did a good job, at least with the their for the most part their painter thing feels pretty good.
Yeah, it takes a second to get the hang of it. That's probably my only real complaint about the game. Really, is that like at first the controls were like, "What the hell is going on here?"
I still
Yeah,
felt like that the whole time. I could not do it without the control prompts on the screen, but I didn't feel like it was that bad, and but um, you know, I'm not 100%. Like, it's got the Unreal assets feel, and like,
Yeah, I definitely get where you're coming from. I think the only reason I don't 100% agree with that is because I'm a simp for prop hunt, and this is basically prop hunt. So like, I don't know. I'm a softie
and
for this kind of stuff, but it is friend
I do,
slop. Like objectively, I think it is.
I do think that helps them that they had such a base to build it on, a
Yeah, it's
clear
not just
base
some like
of,
random thing.
yeah, which is the bones of prop hunt,
Yeah,
but like with a fun spin.
and as
I
it,
get it's because people were cheating a lot, but I do think the boundaries for if you're in bounds but I'm clearly in bounds.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
but you're buried
The hitboxes are kind of weird.
is a bit too sensitive. I get it because a lot of people were cheating when this first came out.
There's still spots that you can hide like awkwardly, and the hunter's gonna have a terrible time finding
I know,
you.
but when we played Egypt, the spot I picked, it took me till like the last second to get it to accept, even though I wasn't buried and I was just basically in a corner.
yeah.
And I hated that spot.
That's the kind of hitbox development you get for $6.
Yeah, true,
True,
true.
very true.
Well, okay, but conversely, on Egypt, where I hid in the sarcophagus, I don't even know how that counted as legal, you know? Because you had to basically stand in a specific spot in order to hit me. But
Yeah,
again,
but like your
$6
spot's clearly
is much spent.
designed for them, like by them to be on purpose.
Hmm.
That's why it's open.
Yeah, I could say that.
It's like what the chair I hit on in the back rooms in the chair for. It's on purpose, even though it gave me a lot of error messages
Or
for a minute.
or Joel hiding under the truck.
Yeah. I don't know how she got that one. I got errors the whole time I was under a truck.
Yeah, I remember I tried to hide on that truck too, the same way that I hid on the other truck,
Yeah.
and it just was not working out. So I said, screw it. And I went and literally just hit up against a wall, and that turned out to be a way better spot.
Yeah. On the topic of friend swap though, someone that I was playing with called Among Us friend swap.
Retroactive
I
use of the term, but I mean, like, if Among Us came out today, would we not call that friend slop?
I
I
feel like
think people would. I think
it's a
Among Us has the
weird
benefit of
not being Unreal Engine assets.
it's not Unreal Engine
That's
assets
that's
that
kind
it's
of that's kind of the defining trait for me is that it's easily pumped out because you're just using the Unreal assets.
That's fair.
But like it's a defining trait, but it's a thin line for where people would actually count it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, some people also now just are using that term as like this is a
catch all for
multiplayer
Multiplayer
game.
multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like,
I think that's wrong.
that is wrong. Friend slop is a genre. And honestly, I hate that, like slop is such a negative term,
Bad
but I think
Derogatory.
friend slop, that doesn't mean they're bad games.
It
Some of
just
them
means
are.
they're
It just means
yeah,
they're
but cheap
Unreal
and
Engine
easily
games that
produced.
are
Yeah.
relatively simple and made for you to play with people.
Emphasis on cheap so that they can, you can easily convince all your friends to buy it.
Yeah, sub
I don't know.
$10.
I've been getting a lot of like recommendation because we keep playing a bunch. And one was called like Yandere Simulator, where one of you is a scary girl. Yeah,
Yandere? Isn't that like
it's
a...
like it's like yes, the girl with the knife in like animes that likes the protagonist or something like not simulator. What was it? It was some kind of like Dead by Daylight clone, but like the killer was just a girl chasing you around with a knife. I think I've got the wrong
I think
title
I'm
though.
searching the term yandere on Steam makes me very nervous. And there it is. Yep.
Yeah,
Mm. Yandere
I want.
virus, escape from yandere, yandere
It might be that
school,
one.
space yandere. That's free. There's 3 yandere games that are like just announced, not even
Easy money.
Yandere Goth BDSM for 49 cents.
Oh no.
What do we have? Oh my god. Okay, we're moving on. I'm gonna give this
And we're done.
one for, even though it is, yeah, it is kind of a friend sub game. I think I give this one a 9. I'm pretty
For what it is, yeah.
I think
That's so high.
it is high, but like again, I am openly being admitting that I'm biased to prop hunt. I love prop hunt. So maybe it's a little inflated, yeah, but take it in context of me clearly being biased.
Prop hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I remember when Call of Duty had prop hunt and you were obsessed for
It
like
was so
2 weeks, 3
fun.
weeks.
Yeah, because nobody knew the maps yet. Like it was that's the thing about prop hunt is once everyone learns the maps, it's not fun anymore. So it's like all these new maps and these new things you can be. It was so much fun. I love prop hunt.
Great. Everybody needs to be like Call of Duty so we can play it together. I think that's out of most people's price range.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. This game will be worthless in a decade. I have over 100 hours in Cold War. So, oh no, do not boot Cold War. No.
No. Podcast is dead.
Yeah, let's not do that. Okay, good. It's not booting. We went back. I was just trying to pull up the page because I was like, yeah, I haven't. I had 100 hours in it, so it was worth the money. Anyway,
I'll give it
what's your rating?
like a 7. I think it does what it does really well. But and I think it's good enough prop hunt. I don't know.
A little bit confusing controls, and despite it being good prop hunt, it's still just Unity engine friend swap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give
That's
it a
about
seven
That's
and a
fair.
half. It's a solid game. It's just not like my problem always with prop hunt is if you're the hider, if the seeker doesn't find you, you're just kind of going, all right, what else am I doing? You know. But at
Yeah,
least this one you can just kind of follow and mess with the person, even if you're not on Discord. You can just unmute and they'll hear you, you know, from next to them, and not, oh, I'm in the corner hiding under the toilet or whatever, and they
yeah.
can
That
hear you
is
talking
a
to them from
good
there.
thing about this. I will give them is the free cam that a lot of them are missing because for whatever reason.
Yeah, you can just go find the hunter and watch what they're doing.
Which still isn't that great. I want to play, right? But it is a good thing for prop hunt games. I did y'all see about the people cheating with like where it will paint for them?
It's
I did not see that.
So like there's like a cheat engine thing you can get and you'll place your character and turn it on, and it will take it a second, but it will match you exactly to what you're next to. So if you're in like the paintings, you'll look
It blends you.
completely
It just
blended.
autofill basically for you.
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to play the game even less than I already get to play the game.
Yeah, it's taking out the entire hiding point,
Yeah, but
other than
guys,
run to spot.
competitive, right? Because there's achievements and stuff. I don't get it. There's no benefit to cheating in this game.
But you win. Okay, and
Bro, it's an online video game in 2026. There's everyone cheats. There's cheaters for every game the second it comes out.
True.
People don't want to play the game, they just want to beat the game.
Yeah.
or win the game.
All right, well there you go, Meccha Chameleon. Get it while it's hot. Interesting tidbits. More people are playing Meccha Chameleon knockoffs than the original hit Steam game as the Roblox clone machine goes into overdrive. That's so funny. And also horrible.
I mean, it checks out.
Roblox, the biggest stealers of games.
True.
Oh my god, dude, I'm seeing a screenshot from the Roblox version. That looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
That's
That makes
crazy.
sense.
Meccha Chameleon's peak player count was actually June 20th at 340,000.
That's pretty good for a game like this.
At 4th of July, it was about 150,000. But, like, if you add up all the popular clones on Roblox in comparison, the Roblox games have, looks like 75,000 more active players, give or take.
Crazy.
50 to
'cause
75, depending on the time you're looking at.
the kids playing Roblox, it's all they play.
Yeah. That's
And with a lot of the games that are like Peak or Meccha Chameleon or things like that, where it's like simple to clone, it kind of makes sense. Like, I hate it for the devs, but Roblox isn't gonna stop it. They make too much money.
True. And why would they? They don't care.
Yeah, they generally don't care.
oh, what a shame. Nintendo Switch Joy-Con removable battery replacement procedure. Yeah, where now everyone gets to learn how to use a spudger and open a Joy-Con.
Oof.
Have fun, by the way. It sucks. Although, honestly, it's not that bad just taking the back off. Like, just for the battery, that's not that bad. The real bitch about the Joy-Con is if you're trying to take it all the way apart and replace the shell on it or something, then it becomes like a real nightmare.
Yeah, but smudgers just aren't fun.
No,
Like
it's not going to be fun anyway.
Yeah.
But it's pretty mild compared to, like, when I think about taking a Joy-Con apart, I think about taking it all the way apart because I did that on my original
True.
pair, and that was like one of the
Yeah.
worst things I've ever done. I hated that. But hey, at least the batteries are replaceable, sort of, kind of. They're not soldered in.
PS5 controllers needing replaceable batteries, and Sony's like, all right, you two also get to use the smudger.
Yep.
Suffer.
The way the PS5 controller's made, no. Like they should have to put it in the back, like the Microsoft one. Because I'm scared to like touch Sony's last 3 versions of controllers because of that. Not really 3, but 3's just like
3,
complicated
well,
in its own way.
yeah, 3 also, that design kind of just folds in on itself a little bit.
Oh, I forgot to mention. Uh, I'm playing Resident Evil. I played Leon section. I wasn't had headphones in, and because you played on Steam, you played on Switch too. Neither of you got this. So when Sherry calls you, and as long as you're not wearing headphones, then it comes out of the mic on the PS5.
That's
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah, the one thing I do really miss about PlayStation was the controller. Because even on PC, like I could plug a DualSense in, but it's not going to use
But
the
it doesn't have
adaptive
half the
triggers.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the triggers is really what I want. The adaptive triggers were so cool. That was my favorite part of any of the Resident Evil games I played on PlayStation. Was the
I get
different
that.
feel of that. Because like Capcom cares about those features. Like they program those. They work
yeah,
really well. They're not just like half-assed or anything.
No,
Like,
they're like, oh, we love using these.
yeah,
What you...
they felt really good, and they made sense. Like it would get stronger for the bigger guns, and like also the different types of guns would have different pulls on the trigger, like different releases and stuff. It was cool.
Yep.
Anyway, speaking of PS3 controllers, RPCS3 says 75% of PlayStation 3 games are now playable on PC. Yay.
I meant to check this. I forgot if they were meant 75% like are perfect, or if they meant 75% you can play with some glitches. And I think the 70
Probably
they
the
mean that one.
latter. Playable does not
Yeah,
mean perfect. And also, emulation inherently will have issues like that on new stuff.
true. Well, the PS3 emulators look 16 years old. It's just because nobody cares about the Microsoft and Sony emulators.
I mean, they
That's why,
do.
like,
It just PS3 is really hard to do. And there's nothing on
well,
PS3 that hasn't been remade because, like, PS1 and 2 emulators are butter easy to run. And they work pretty damn well. But PS3 has just always been so bad.
I don't know if I agree with that because we see how fast, like, and I know it's slightly different, right? But we see like how fast like Nintendo's emulators get made, and like things have like 100% compatibility so quickly, comparatively to the speed that the
I would agree.
Microsoft and Sony
I agree with
emulators
that.
get made.
I'm just saying that, like, PS1 and 2 emulation has, like, been figured out for a
I mean,
while.
they've gotten those really well. I have.
Those are basically, like, the same
Dude,
quality as the older Nintendo ones, but
I gotta go play it a little more. But it's so. I had so many issues. I was not like with it running, but I was playing the earliest Spider-Man game that's kind of set what every Spider-Man game after would be like, like even the Insomniac ones. The problem I had with the game is to get the camera to change, you have to stop for like a couple seconds and let it readjust because there's no camera on the PS1.
ah,
Yeah.
that's rough. Um, well, I hope that development continues because every day that goes by, I think about getting rid of my PS3 in that collection. I really don't have anything on there that I don't have a better version of somewhere else.
Mm.
Or I have the same game, but it's on 360, and I would just rather play it on 360.
Yeah, but you know which one of those two is easier to hack and get custom firmware.
True. But like, I don't know. I just enjoy it just because I don't play those games very much. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. God of War to recast lead Kratos after Ryan Hirsch suffers injury on set of the Prime Video series. Oh, shit. What happened?
We're going to replace the lead. Okay, great.
I think he got injured in like a stunt.
Yeah, that's wild. Just says injured in the set. New actor playing Kratos.
Yeah, that's right. It just says set, but like logically, what you would most likely get injured on set for
Oh,
is
yeah, he tore a
stunt.
bicep while doing a stunt.
Yeah.
He has since undergone surgery and is now recovering. Apparently he put on 40 pounds of muscle for this role.
Yeah, I feel really bad for him.
Yeah, he literally worked out for forever and got super buff for the show.
And then still got injured.
Yeah, that's cold. That's ice cold.
Can we wait? No, we're gonna replace you.
According to sources, while Hearst's full recovery is a priority, the period required for it was longer than the production shooting schedule could accommodate. Typically 4 to 6 months to heal from a surgery like that. Full strength may take up to a year. Given the physicality of the role, it will likely not have been safe for Hearst to return until 2027.
Yeah, that does sound about a year.
I wonder if they'll refilm what he was in. Or if it's just gonna be really awkward when they replace Kratos mid-series.
Imagine if they have to do it mid-show. Like mid-episode.
I mean,
Was it
I
like
won't be
Don
watching,
Cheadle?
but maybe.
Iron Man 2. It's me. I'm here. Deal with it.
Yeah.
They should recast someone that looks like so different. Like, don't try to be
Be so
similar at
flammable.
all.
Who was our second choice? Oh, they're no longer available. Who was our? And you just work your way down the list.
Mario Tennis Fever Free Galaxy update.
I didn't know
With
how
the,
else to describe it, yeah, but
With
A
the
Super Mario Galaxy
the
themed
black
tennis
hole
court
thingy.
and the new Fever racket are coming to Mario Tennis Fever. Part of Mario's 40th anniversary. Yay! Yeah.
Everything they do
Mario
with Mario
Tennis
right now is part
update.
of the anniversary.
the Mario Tennis update, what did they talk about? They talked about a new course. You would be able to change Luma colors. On this new course, they were adding new things like prankster comments.
Yeah,
So like
cosmic comets, fast faux comets. They're adding a whole. There's like a whole bunch of them.
yeah. So they're going. It's a pretty good update for a sports game.
Yeah, you know,
Too bad it's for a
not
sports game.
Yeah, like it's a good update as far as updates for Mario
For a
Tennis go, but
not
like
great
Mario
game,
Tennis
though.
has been close to rock bottom a couple times, and since we've started caring about it, so like, yay, it's not pathetic. It's okay.
It's serviceable.
I sure did
update.
want this instead of a new 3D Mario game.
Who wants Mario Odyssey 2?
Mario Iliad.
Mario Iliad.
Still waiting. They would have to call it.
Or as the fake
though.
rumor goes all the time, Mario Titan, where Mario will be a massive hulking man.
Perfect.
Wait, have y'all not seen this?
I've definitely seen Titans leak. I didn't realize there was like a whole thing to it though.
Oh, I found the main image again. Hold on. Here you go, Grant, if you haven't seen this. This is definitely.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
It's
Been a
so
while.
fake.
But it's so funny.
Old but still interesting tidbit of the week. Stardew Valley. There is a unique dialogue for both Haley and Abigail if you date them for a year but don't marry them. Speaking
Interesting.
of all the Stardew Valley this evening. Haley says, "So what's the idea here? Am I just gonna be your girlfriend forever?" Um, Abigail says, we've been dating for almost a year. Is this going anywhere?" That's funny.
That sounds right for both of them though.
Yeah, Abigail's like, "I'm a grown woman. I know what I want, and if you can't bring me the rocks I desire, then get out."
I mean, it feels also right for Stardew. They aren't going to be super confrontational with you, but like, just like, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah, like it's all super gentrified to where like they'll mention it, but it's not gonna like the same way where you can just like, oh, you can just divorce, and then also make them forget they ever knew you. Boink.
So that they stop getting mad at you for
Yeah,
the
and like you
divorce.
do that, and the game will be like, like you have to go do something evil, go give some nasty shit to the witch, and they get this warning about like he who mistreats women or whatever. Not literally that, but like they'll like very very mildly scold you for your behavior, and then reset the thing. It's like we
How
want to
much do
just
they
let you know
forget
you're a bad
you?
person if you do this, but
I know you can do
We're
it to
not going to
all.
stop you.
yeah.
I know you can do it to all of it because like people were upset they didn't like you if you divorced them, which like no duh.
Yeah, get ready to see what happens in the real world, buddy.
Um,
Imagine if there was an alimony mechanic in the game.
That'd be funny.
but like I don't. How much does it reset? Is it just they don't remember you married and divorced them, or
They
don't
forget you
remember?
entirely. You have to start over.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, you have to redo the stuff.
Except you'll skip the cutscenes because it's one per
Yeah.
Save.
thing. Yeah.
On to the rumors. Resident Evil Requiem story DLC will release after Veronica remake. It's claimed.
Oof. I believe it.
Yeah, it's probably true, but that's unfortunate.
Yeah. That will be interesting though, because how do we think it will sell if it's not the most recent Resident Evil getting the DLC?
Less than it would be if it was the most recent.
I think it will do fine. I don't
It's
think
going to
there will
be
be
just
really.
fine. This
I think
game,
people are.
everyone knows now that this is the game where they finally nailed it with Leon. He's both stupid and badass, but there's no other part of the game that sucks, and his mechanics work as expected. Like this isn't. This is like Resident Evil 6, but they got it right. They got it 100% right. So I don't think this game's going to struggle at all.
Yeah,
the
but
DLC
like
will be.
I've seen a lot of people be like, "It's not gonna sell." I'm like,
It'll
no,
sell. It just may
it
not
will. There
sell
won't be
like
any.
as
The
well as
people
it
who are
could
gonna
have.
buy already Veronica will
Yeah.
already own Requiem. They won't
That's also true.
have problems buying the DLC for the previous game.
Yeah, and it's not like they're
That's
going to like they're going to come out with Code Veronica and then like a week later drop the DLC.
No, it'll probably be like 3 months
Yeah.
at least. I mean, if they were like, "Hey, we're releasing DLC for 3," okay, I'll buy it. I don't care. I mean, I care. I don't want it to be expensive, but you know,
Yeah.
I own the games. I won't care about buying it for the previous games.
And I mean, technically, they are releasing DLC for it, right? Not next week, 2 weeks from now. Wait, no. Was it
For what?
39?
9's DLC is not releasing yet.
2 amiibo.
Oh,
I can't.
you're
Yeah,
getting
she's
nothing
decided
special.
to.
Oh, I guess you're getting gun skins with the Ari amiibo.
From VS Cooper, Sony was producing an animated Horizon series. Its status as to whether the series is still in development is unclear.
Interesting.
Horizon's definitely Sony's biggest. We're gonna push this. I would argue
They want it to
Yeah.
become.
they want it to be big. And the way they act like it is big. I just don't know if I agree with them.
No.
But they sure do push it like crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting, you know. So they're just like, oh, look, guys, this is it. This is our game.
KOTOR remake is supposedly planned to be re-revealed this year, but could be delayed to next year.
Great.
That's never coming out.
Yeah, so this is the newest development hell game, huh?
Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic's remake is never coming out.
Kingdom Hearts Missing Link full intro got leaked.
Yeah.
I saw Cameron message about that in the Discord.
Yeah, Alex found a better version of it. Because mine was missing like half.
Yeah, it's just what we're not getting because they've canceled the plans.
I feel like they kind of had to do something with the storyline from it, though.
They do.
Because it always ends up connecting somehow. So you got to have that eventually get back, you know? Because otherwise, what are you going to do? Go, oh, I'm so sorry you didn't get to see the story, but these 5 beta testers did. Have fun.
It's like the Minecraft Worlds app, right? That a lot of people saw more than what we got.
Oh yeah, because that was supposed to be like Pokemon Go, right?
Yeah.
And it just never came out.
Disney Solitaire maker Superplay could be purchased by Tencent in deal worth up to $1.5 billion. Bro. Disney Solitaire, $1.5 billion? Oh, no, the maker. Still.
The maker.
The maker of Disney
yeah.
Solitaire?
They.
I don't think that's all they make. It's just the title of the post.
Okay, but that's also that
copy.
means it's the biggest game they've made, though.
That
Like
probably is
at least
true.
most recognizable. That's typically what that is.
Yeah.
Or in that guy's mind who wrote the post, that's their most recognizable game.
To be fair, yeah, having Disney on your portfolio does kind of tend to be the biggest name you can get.
Stellar Blade rated for Switch 2. Probably releases soon. I read the rating for that. It is hilarious.
Wait, this is. Hold on. Is it Stellar Blade 2 or is it the first Stellar Blade?
Stellar Blade rated for Switch 2.
Okay.
I want to see if I can find the rating. Yeah. Stellar Blade is rated M for mature 17 plus by the ESRB with blood and gore, language, suggestive themes, and violence. Action adventure RPG. Players resume the role of a super soldier battling an invading alien force. Blah 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 blah. The game depicts some female characters in revealing costumes, e.g., deep cleavage, skin tight, flesh tone bodysuits with breasts that jiggle during combat. The word shit appears in the game. That's the final two sentences. I read that this morning and I was giggling. It's so funny.
I mean, everything they said's correct. That's the game.
Yeah, they like most of it's describing like the combat, the fact that there's like guns and explosions and blood splatter and blah blah blah. But they're also like, oh yeah, by the way, it's all super horny. Dino Crisis remake development started in 2022, according to Team Biohazard.
Great.
Is this game also never going to come out?
No, we might see this way quicker.
Ow. Sorry, my kitten just latched into my back.
Toss.
It's because
Ow.
she got tired of being spun around the half circle
She
that
knows
you are
how to
doing.
climb down. She's been doing that ever since we got her. She wants to be on the back of my chair. She knows how to
She
go
likes
up and
feeling
down.
above
That
you.
does not involve clawing into my back. Ow. Okay. Say where you were saying again, Alex? About Dino Crisis?
Oh, if it's 2022, we might see it way quicker. Especially since they'll use the Resident Evil engine.
Be very interesting. Splatoon Raiders for Switch 2 might have broken street date.
Yeah, I keep seeing people posting, look, I've got it. I'm like, why can't I get it? Give me the game. It's because our retailers actually care. Because Nintendo's already proven that he will uh, blacklist you, like they did with Amazon.
Yeah. Finishing topic for the evening. We're going back to our favorite genres list because we haven't done one in a while.
Quite
And
some
we're doing a
time.
really easy one: turn-based strategy games. Um, well, I got to get the obvious one out of the way. That's Advance Wars.
Yeah. Similarly, gonna knock out Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Ah, that's the one you're going with.
I think Three Houses has one big problem.
Too much time at the monastery.
No, that's everybody else's problem. My problem's that it's got so many similar just maps. Like the amounts of unique maps is actually very low.
That's fair. They do reuse. It's because they did 3.5 rounds, so they're like,
They did the
all right, what do we
yeah.
do?
I can't blame them.
The first half of the game, everyone's gonna use almost the exact same maps,
And then they
and then
will
the
still
second half of the
continue
game,
their maps.
they will still share a lot of the same maps. That
Um,
yeah. That being said, it's still
Fire Emblem's an interesting one because it's the one that fits the answer the best. Its problem is
it's just
the
got a
series.
wide variety.
Well, yeah, but like the series ends up with two things. You've either got a great story, a really great story, like Three Houses, where the maps aren't super unique and it doesn't have like the greatest gameplay, right? And then you have Engage, where the maps are really fun and pretty unique, and it's got a lot of really good
But
gameplay
then, like,
mechanics, and it's brought
the
back to
base side is kind of weak.
the story's pretty weak in Engage. Um,
They can only invest all the money into one side.
they actually can because Fates falls the same thing as Engage. But that also had 3 routes, like 3 houses, so I don't know. I gotta give it to the first Fire Emblem I played. I know the issues. I don't care. It's Awakening.
It
That's
saved the
3DS, right?
series.
That is 3DS, yes.
It saved Fire Emblem.
It's more like it made sure it would continue in the West than it saved the series. But
It
yes,
did
the
kind of
quote
save the
is
series, though.
it saved the series. It's more Awakening made it where they feel confident they could charge $80 for the next one physically. As in whatever it's called. Fortune's Weave.
Meanwhile, if Awakening hadn't done well, Fortune's Weave would not even release in the West, assuming it released at all. That's the timeline we're on.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it would have released because they only needed to really beat the remake of Mystery of the Emblem. And the number for that wasn't super high, like to just keep selling. But we didn't get Fire Emblem 12 in the West, even though we'd gotten starting at 7, we'd gotten all of them except that one, and then we went back to actually then Awakening sold well and we got all of them again.
Um, okay, I think I have another game,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna argue that this is turn-based strategy. Inscription. Um,
Isn't
Inscript.
that more of a roguelite?
Yes, I was just thinking about how I would address that question. It is a roguelike, but the trick is that there's a definitive end to it. Like a true roguelike is just the point of the game is to do nothing
Endless.
but run. Yeah, it's endless just running it. There's like an end story. Like when you actually get to there's an ending of that roguelike where you actually beat the dude that hosts the game and you go and there's like a whole other thing you do. That's not that game. It's like a little story
Okay.
thing. So
Heard.
yes, but no at the same time. Um,
I see. I don't know. I thought about this question for a while because I really didn't want to just go Fire
Fire
Emblem,
Emblem.
even though I love Fire, right? But like everything I came up with, and this is kind of the problem, right? Is they would be argued more to be um sorry, what's the question? Because I know the wording I want.
It's turn-based strategy.
Okay, turn-based RPGs then
Yeah.
would be what they would all fit better as. And there's a lot of overlap between the two categories.
yeah, I struggle with that as well because at first I was like, oh, that'll be easy. Super Mario RPG, Chrono Trigger, and then I was like, wait, no, those aren't turn-based strategy
Those
games.
aren't strategies.
I've only played a little. I do have a good example that I would be like, yeah, that fits this. Even though it's not my answer. It's Marvel's Midnight Sun, which uses the XCOM kind of style combat,
That
but
would
it's a
be a
little more.
turn-based strategy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very common answer for a good turn-based strategy game is XCOM.
Mhm.
So the real answer is Mario and Rabbids.
You know, I do have to admit, the first Mario and Rabbids was shockingly like, what's the word?
Good.
Not comprehensive,
Not
but like content, complete. Maybe I don't know. Like well thought. It was a good turn-based strategy game, and the only reason that I mostly avoided, I avoided it for the longest time because rabbits. I hate rabbits,
Rabbids. Yeah.
but I got it for like $15 from Unclaimed Baggage, I think.
yeah.
And then I was like, screw it. And I played it. I was like, oh my God, this is actually a good turn based strategy game. Why did they have to put the rabbits in it?
Why couldn't we have had
True.
Rayman?
It could have just been Mario.
It could have just been
That's a
Mario,
good point.
but it wasn't Nintendo developing it.
And they chose the rabbits?
We
Ugh.
could have had Rayman, dude.
Yeah.
Could have had Rayman. What?
I mean, the
I am.
Rabbids come from Rayman. They could have had Rayman and still had Rabbids. Is it Rayman in the sequel, though? Or the sequel's DLC or something?
He might be in the DLC.
Or have I just kind of convinced myself he is because everybody wanted him to be?
I do not know. I do know that Sparks of Hope didn't
Rayman
have.
is a playable character in Sparks of Hope.
Oh,
He's in the
Rayman.
final expansion DLC, Rayman in the Phantom Show. So yes, he's in the game. He's in the sequel and the DLC for the sequel.
I also came up with. Oh, actually, I've got two more games. First, Spirit Island, the board game. I count that because there's a Steam version that's like tabletop simulator, kinda, but actually not at all. I mean, it's just the digital version of the game.
The
If you
game.
could play it on a
Yeah.
computer, and it's
Yeah.
great because there's a ton of rules, so it's way easier to keep track when the computer can remind you of things
True.
versus trying to keep everything on your own. So it is technically a video game, even though originally it was a board game. It's very good. And also Mega Man Battle Network. Have you guys ever played any of those?
Don't think so. I know it's.
No, I've heard a lot of good things about him.
That's one of those that had the 2 games, right?
Mega
had a
Man Battle
ton of
Network has
games.
like 4
Well, no,
games.
but like it had like 2 at the 2 releases at the same time.
For a few of them, yeah. A few of them did
Yeah.
that.
Because they went, "Hey, Pokemon does it. We can do it."
I have not played much, admittedly, but I have played a good few hours of the first one, and I totally get why everyone loves those games. I honestly need to go back and put more time into it because it was really fun. There's not a whole lot of nonsense. There's a little bit of nonsense at the beginning where you got to like pretend to be a kid, blah blah blah. There's a story that no one cares about. But once you get in the groove and start playing just start doing the battles, it's actually pretty competent. I'm like, it's a really good. It's a little bit real time and a little bit turn based. Like you pick moves to do, but there's also a couple things you have to like react that you might need to react to in real time. But it's not like the whole game is real time. It's I don't know. It's good though. It's definitely good.
Since
I really want want to come up with another game, but I just don't have turn-based strategy because, like, arguably a game like Risk would be on there, right? But I don't actually think I've ever played Risk. Funny enough.
Okay, see, I have played Spirit Island. I would let you count Risk, but if you haven't played it,
I haven't played it, so I don't know. I just like it. I feel like there's a lot of board games that could count though. 'Cause that
Yeah.
that is turn based,
Here,
and that is
I'll give
most of
you
those are strategy.
Kyle's answer. I'll give you Kyle's answer. Ready? It's Civ.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Cal's not even here, and we all know it's Civ.
All right, well.
You know what?
Chess.
Chess. We'll throw chess in there.
Clubhouse Games.
Clubhouse turn based.
But
Clubhouse
specifically
Games is
chess.
turn-based.
Clubhouse games.
All the
chess.
turn-based games in Clubhouse Games. That's like
Yes.
30 games. There's at least like 30 games in there that are turn-based.
Mancala.
Perfect. Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I do think turn-based strategy is a weird one. Because
Unless you
a
start
lot
looking
of
into
the
like
mechanics.
is it like the
Yeah.
physical board game style, then but like I just don't play a lot of board games.
Like I would, Fire Emblem's kind of the big one. Like I would argue for the
Video game side.
yeah.
It's certainly
Not
one
that
of the
there
more
aren't
popular
other
ones.
recognizable ones. I would just that's kind of the big one, right? At least for our group. It's just a lot of turn-based stuff ends up as more RPG wise, and then a lot of strategy things are more like Pikmin.
Yeah, that's real time.
Yeah, but I feel like there's That's kind of the thing, right? Is it
Turn-based strategy
turn-based?
is just it's not the most compelling gameplay for everyone. That's why there's just way less of them digitally.
I
Because
mean,
it's more interesting as a
that's
physical
why
board
Fire
game.
Emblem can fall under more of RPG recently as well, but still fills
Expand,
that. Yeah, it fills that turn-based strategy more. Versus like, and then we talked about there's a lot of RTSs, but it's why a lot of turn-based are, like Pokemon, like Persona, they are RPGs.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a good way of summing it up.
We still have multiple kinds of RPGs and real-time strategy games on this list that we can come back to.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we're going to wrap this episode up. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central, usually Spotify, Apple Podcasts, youtube.com/StormwindGames. Anywhere that you get your podcast, you can find us. Add us on Twitter at AllNightGamers with a K. What's your favorite turn-based strategy game? And why is it Advance Wars? Thanks. Do you go to GameStop to buy games, or do you go there just for whatever? Let us know. I need to know. We need to know. What do you think about Meccha Chameleon? Have you bought it? And we'll be back next week, as always, for more gaming news, talk, and discussion. Thank you so much for listening again. Be good to yourself. Be good to each other. We love you all to death. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.